Hi yo, and welcome back to another episode of Whoa, That's a Big Bug, and we have a lot of stuff to do today. First of all, we killed ourselves a roly-poly in last episode, which means today we're making ourselves the roly-poly armor. So first, I'm gonna head out and get some food and water, and then I'm going to build a zipline system. I already have one half set up here. I want to get the other half on the upper yard, just above the coal section, because that's where we're going to be spending a lot of our time, right around there over in this area. So today, I have two different things I want to do. First, I want to get the full set of roly-poly armor. This will require us to get pupa leather, which means we are going to require ourselves getting a termite axe, which of course requires termite chompers. So we need to go out and find ourselves termites, and then we can get the full set of armor. I want to set up a single zipline, at least from here to somewhere over there, so that way it saves me having to run all across the yard. And third, we need to venture over there to that chair because we need to go find Mr. Tully's little scabby. So without further ado, let's get some food and water and let's go ahead and get that zipline built. Hey buddy, I need your parts again. Oh, right, I need glue for this. Oh, okay. Okay, so I have learned that the compliance badge is a useful tool for getting health, except that you take 45% more damage. So you know what? I think you and I are done. Definitely not on freaking well mode. Alright, well that's one down, let's keep going. Oh, come on, stamina, not right now. So I now have everything I need for the roly-poly parts. Now I need two more things. I need to find lint rope, and I need to find the pupa leather. So that means for both those things, I'm gonna need a lot of leather for that. And I need the termite axe for that. So we're gonna travel up to the upper left yard up here, because this right here is where we're going to find the termites. Now, termites are not necessarily difficult. They're more annoying than anything. Ideally, if you have anything that's salty, so like the salty morning star, or just any weapon that has salty on it, you should do alright. Just keep in mind that if they gang up on you, they do have some attacks that can be rather annoying whenever they're in groups. Oh, hi! Ow. Actually really hurt, holy crud. And now that I have the new weapon, how do I feel about taking on one of these guys? As long as there's no larva, I should be okay. Oh, come on, not you. Now they will fight. Oh, you're not dead yet? Oh, I thought you were dead, hold on. Now you're dead. Oh, holy crud. Honestly, in my opinion, the larva is way worse than the beetle. But we now have the goods. No horn though. That sucks. Now, I'm not looking just for any termite. I need to look for the soldier ant. Because like the ants, there are going to be soldier variants, which are tougher, had different attacks, and they're going to hit so much harder. But I need to pull those guys off. So first, go ahead and locate our first one. Okay, worker. And of course, the mitten mace is still really powerful. Just don't use slashing or spicy. Now I have the termite part. That's not what I'm looking for though. Although there is, hold on. I saw a thing. Is that a scarab right there? That's kind of funny actually. Get over here. Hey, get back here. Oh, hi. Ow. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, you're a soldier. Holy crud. Yeah, I don't think so, boy. Woo. Oh my god, I'm never. Oh no. There we go. Yes, I got 2. Perfect. And some twinkling shells, which are super helpful later on. But let's see. So this should be everything I need for the axe, I'm pretty sure. I have feathers at home at gunk. We're all good. Okay. Now, we gotta go back home, make the new axe, and then come back up to the upper yard because I need to find a couple of pupa leather. Or pupa hide, rather, to turn into leather. So, oh, hi. Ow. Oh, hold on. Just run away. Just run away. They still really hurt. At level 7 armor, the larvae still really hurt. Now, there are a few spots here that we have access to a lot of leather. Do I have my crossbow with me? I don't, but I can get some from back there at least. But I have to avoid the ladybirds because these guys are powerful. You know what? I'm just gonna rush it. They can't stop me. I think we're good. And now we want to go up here because this right here is the pupa hide. I need to get a lot of this though, so let's get to harvesting. Ah, wow, that really hurts. Holy crud, yeah, I'm good. Now the other place would be in the trenches. On the ground, there's maybe like 15 to 20. So it should be enough. It's just that down here, we're gonna see dust mites and all that. Oh yeah, right here actually. But the pupa should be on the ground, just laying around randomly. So here we go, right here. Ooh, a golden tooth actually. Well, spider, you know what that means. Ah. And a tooth is mine. Oh, hi, Scarab. Now, I have 15 hide right now, but I don't want to turn that into leather directly because that costs a lot. I believe it's 5, I'm pretty sure, into 1 leather. So instead, what we're going to do is find the jerky rack, and we're going to get a ton of these going because 1 hide becomes 1 leather. So that'd be super helpful, and I think I need 9, so we'll go ahead and get 3 of these set up. Meanwhile, while waiting for leather. Inside my face. Oh my god, I almost died. Oh my god. And now we have the leather. So that makes 2 out of the 3 ingredients taken care of. Now the last one is going to be going after the lint rope, which also is right next to our other objective of finding Dr. Tully's Scabby. So I made another zip line that leads actually right next to the edge of this rock wall here. That should lead right to the chair. And then to the left of it is going to be a lint doormat. So it should be easy enough. We're going to go over and see what we can do. And then hopefully it won't be dark by then. We should have plenty of time. Okay, so now we are on top of the porch. The chair is right here. The Scabby's right there. But first, I want to head over here and get that lint rope first. So I'd want to go ahead and grab some of that dust mite fuzz. And of course the lint rope. Now keep in mind that every ant that is on this platform here will see you and they'll be pissed at you. So if you see an ant, unless you want to fight, just run away. But right up here is going to be the lint, what we need. 3 hits for this. Oh gosh. There we go, lint, perfect, run away. And similar to the lawn mites, if you go around in circles, they'll never be able to hit you. like with their physical attack, it'll only be with their ranged attack. So they won't do much damage, it will just slow you down. So it's not too dangerous up here. There's also candy right here in this cup, and let's see what kind of candy it is though. Okay, I can go for some mints. Okay, well I have the lint. I don't need the armor to go up here. We're going to go up here on the baseball bat. I also do want to run around and just scope out as many places as possible because I want to level up my running. I think I only need about 10 more places. So right now, actually 11 more places. And then we'll have the maxed out Natural Explorer, which will be super helpful. There's a hot candy here. Just gotta go over here, go on the hammer. Perfect, we're good. Now make sure that you also bring a bunch of these tufts, because if you miss, it's gonna be a really bad fall and you're gonna die. So you don't want that to happen. Okay, so we're here at the Scabby. Here is the new candy. Heck yeah, love to see it. Oh, it requires the level 3 hammer. Right, which is why we need the Black Ox Beetles. Okay, let's go ahead and I can't bust so bad. I don't have the tier 3 hammer. Okay, well guess what that means? More Black Ox Beetle hunting. Looks like we've got another contestant, not that guy. Hold on, you know what? Okay. I was trying to get you out of fight. Come on, hit. Ah, come on. My stamina is so bad right now. I need to get more molars, that's for sure. But now I should have a clear shot to this guy here. What was that move? What? No, I call BS on that shot. I better be getting a horn out of you. Oh my gosh, you're so scary. I guess please hit him. Okay, please give me a horn. I got the freaking gold card before the horn. What the heck? Nope, nothing. Again. I finally had enough leather dried up to make ourselves the full roly-poly set. And according to the wiki here, it says that it increases enemies stunned by 3 when blocking attacks. I don't know what that means. I think what that means is that if you block an attack, the enemy will raise their like stun meter, and then like once it gets full, then they get stunned. I don't know how to really like say that, but now we have it, so I'm sure it'll be helpful at some point. But the thing to keep in mind is that with now having heavy armor equipped, this will make it so our attacks do less damage and they use significantly more stamina per attack. So my mint mace will now be a lot more ineffective because of that reason, so I had to be a little more careful in the future. And here's a montage of me killing the rest of the beetles, because there's quite a few more that I had to kill in order to get the horn. Yes! I finally got it! It took me a few tries, but I freaking finally got it. Oh, and I guess there is also the Black Widow. That won't be fun. And rather than using the horn on the hammer immediately, I actually duplicated it a couple of times because this will allow me to make the Black Beetle stuffy, because the horns themselves are actually quite valuable in the future. Because if I want to make Supreme, I believe, quartzite, that requires me to get the horns, and it's, as you can see, really hard to get. So this should be helpful in the future because I will want to get my armor, or my weapons in this case, to level, I think 9, I think it's the max right now. So it's very important that I have a stuffed creature for this, because I will have to go back out here a couple times a day just to look for Black Ops beetles, because I'm gonna need a whole lot of these. I can finally bust this open and put in the replacement fuse, because this will now allow me to get to the undershed, which is going to be the next place we're going to be going after, as well as getting this sour candy, which would now allow us to get sour weapons, which would be really helpful for the Black Widow and a couple bosses in the future, like Director Schmechter, who is going to be a very hard boss, especially on Woah mode. And then we can also go in here and grab the toenails that are going to be an important part of making the embiggening cocktail, as well as a new sword that I may or may not use. I have no idea yet. As a warning, the undershed is actually one of the most dangerous parts of the backyard, because there is a large amount of creatures in here. First of all, you're going to see not 1, not 2, but 3 Black Ox beetles inside the undershed. The good thing, as you can see, there's also lint. Wherever you can find the pink stuff, there's usually lint, which you can find a few chumps right there. And then there's also a lot more along the wires as we go through. There's also roly-polies, there's also termites, there's also the dust mites. There's also going to be quite a few other bugs that we're going to see later on in the future. But first, let's go ahead and get through the first part of wiring. And then a quick pause here to let you know that inside this pipe right here, you're going to see a lot of scares, which are very, very important later on. Once again, if you want to get the Supreme items, you have to get the shells. So if you get 4 shells, I recommend that you don't use those for the Supreme stuff and that you actually make a stuffed creature instead. It'll be way more valuable for you in the future. And based on what you just saw just now, it's also very important that you bring either the infinite tuff or you bring a lot of tufts, because you're going to have to be using a bunch of these if you fall. And there are quite a few places that you don't want to fall into without the tuff. So make sure you always bring one or a few. And as we cross over the new pipe here, we're going to see the lab in the background, which is our main goal. This is also the hardest part to traverse if you aren't being careful. If you fall down there, you're going to see a bunch of mosquitoes, you're going to see a bunch of the spiny water fleas, which in a pack can actually kill you in seconds. It's actually incredibly dangerous. There's also a beetle down there, so very fun. This is also a great place to also get a ton of the lint, as if you can get on top of lint here, you can actually find a bunch of glumps. Now, you do want to bring a tuff for this part, because you're going to have to use 2 at least. The first one will be at the end of the wire that you have to jump off to, and please don't do what I am about to do, because this apparently is just barely not close enough for you to get to the ledge, and it results me to falling down into all the dangers. So let's see how that works. First, you have the water fleas at the bottom of the water here, and you can avoid most of them just by jumping out of the water every once in a while. It is very important that you don't stay in the water, because they have a herd mentality, and if they all bunch together, they will attack you over and over and over again in quick succession. So you make sure that you don't do that, and to avoid yourself getting knocked back in the water by mosquitoes. They're not very strong, but if you can block their attacks, they're going to almost always fall to the ground and allow you to kill them. So it's really powerful. The hole you're looking for is not that far above the ground. It's on the mushroom side. One, it has a lot of materials for you to bust out, which you do want to be here at some point. But the troubles aren't going to end here, as there's going to be a cavern full of spiders. I think upon fighting all of them, there's, I believe, 12 orb weaver spiders that are there. I think they're not very strong, but I would not recommend you go in there head first. You want to bring them out one by one and have them fight, because if they all see you, you're gonna die, because they're pretty freaking fast. So make sure that you don't fight them all at once and that you take them slow by slow, because they will absolutely murder you, and getting back down here to get your stuff is going to be a nightmare. So go slow and you should be fine. And now that you're back on the wire again, the goal is to go onto the rocks over here because it's safer and that you won't fall down, and then get to the highest point and do that again. And not get hit by a mosquito, of course. And after all of that, now we are finally inside of the Undershed Lab. Now, there is a dark secret that hides somewhere down below in one of the tunnels here. And that is going to be our next boss, the Mant. Use the bed to set your spawn point because the Mant is not too far away. After killing a small collection of bugs that want to eat my face off, I see a tunnel that I definitely don't want to see anything come out of, wink wink, and it will finally give access to the door that leads us to the Mant. So I'm terrified. And this here is the Mant. So this is actually why the Mant Mace is also really powerful, because it can easily demolish this boss if you can parry all the attacks. Now, I did not have a lot of experience walking into this, so this was my second time ever killing this boss, and the first time was by sheer luck, and I also had a friend, so it's actually even easier. But solo on Woah mode is a whole new level of crazy and insanity. Now, as you kill the Mant, its defense will go up and up because it takes less damage over time, so you will have to do more hits in order to kill it. Every time that it roars in the air, it means it's going to summon an ant. It could be a plain old fire ant soldier or a fire ant, but as long as you have the Mint Mace, which is once again effective against the ants, you should be fine. And finally, his last main attack is going to be an explosion attack, where if he crouches down, it's going to cause him to explode a few times, and if you're in the radius, you will almost die immediately. So try to avoid being in that radius. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into my many attempts of murdering this guy, or attempting to, because this was not a fun experience, and it took me a while. In this last fight, I decided to equip the defense badge because it would give me a 35% increase to defense, and it would only decrease my damage by 30%, which if I can survive the attacks is fine. I'm actually used to that kind of stuff anyways. But the goal is to not die, because if you can last longer, the boss only has a few amount of attacks it can do in the entire fight. So if you can survive, you're good to go. It was also around this point when I realized that I wasn't going to be strong enough or have the durability to kill the boss, so I just took the pain and then went back home. This time, however, I have brought potions, I've also brought food, and I have a few more healing items, so this time I should be okay. The biggest thing that I should have brought before were the sticky soothing syrups. Those give you a lot of health, so do not sleep on those, but that should give me an advantage here. And after finally 4 attempts of trying to beat this boss, I was finally able to do so because of the power of my Lavarnia, which is the larva lasagna thing. They have weird names, and the potions. And now I have a gold card for the map and access to the rest of the storyline. Unfortunately, I'm going to cut this here because I've been playing for 2 hours roughly of editing. So we're going to continue the next episode by defending the Java-matic, which is going to be the almost end game for the game because there's still more to do after that. It'll just help finish the storyline. So thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed the suffering because this video was very aggravating to do. But I had a lot of fun and I look forward to beating the game on low difficulty mode. And then we've got more episodes coming along after that. So first is doing the Java-matic and beating the game. The next episode after that will be going after Director Schmechter and getting the Acid Edge sword and then using that to kill the Black Widow. And then after that, I'm going to attempt to defeat the Broodmother. So until then, I will see you guys in the next episode of Whoa, That's a Big Bug. I'm going to go cry now because I have been dying way too much.